What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Regrowth. Oh yeah, guys. So last episode, we pretty much got the fastest speed hobgoblins we can get making their koboldite dust, right? So these guys are still going at it. Yeah, they're having a good old time making their koboldite dust, wrecking that dirt that just keeps getting replaced. So I was looking, we have collected almost 1,000 of the koboldite dust now, which is amazing. I don't really know if we have much use for this stuff going forward, to be honest. I know we needed one of the ingots to make the spawn coven witch spawn egg, which is a thing required for a quest. But we already have another ingot, so I don't know what else we need the koboldite for, but it feels like it's just more work to take this whole thing apart than just to leave it doing what it's doing. So we might just leave it doing what it's doing. I have another hopper hawk over here on this side, by the way, because sometimes these guys are breaking the blocks and it would fall out over here and it wouldn't get picked up. Like I'd see some over by the fence, I'd see some over here. Yeah, and they just it wasn't getting picked up by the other hopper hawk on this side. So yeah, I placed a second one here with the chest and I'm just piping it over to the bottom side. But anyway, these guys are going to town doing their things. Pretty awesome. I've never seen this automation happen before, so figuring that out, that was pretty cool. So the other things that I've been doing since last episode, I was doing a little bit of Thaumcraft research over here. I know everybody's favorite, Thaumcraft research. So I put down some mixed crystal clusters to kind of help out with some of the aspects that we're trying to learn. You can see some of these got the little glowy particles on them. Yeah, we're getting some of these aspects from these mixed crystal clusters and the other ones that are nearby. So that'll help out on our research. I also set up a deconstruction table over here doing crafting tables so we can get these research points, because there is no good way, as far as I know, in Regrowth to actually get those research points other than the deconstruction table. There might be. I'm not a Thaumcraft expert. I don't claim to be. I just know how to bust through learning all the different research. I've done it a few times before. So yeah, I also set up a armor stand here so I can just shift right click, swap my armor out so we can do whatever we need to do on the arcane work table over here and get our discount. And then, we can swap back whenever. I have noticed though that the little thing that goes on our head is rendered at the bottom, like on our feet on this armor stand, which is kind of weird, but whatever. It's supposed to be right there in our head. That's kind of cool. Anyway, so some things that I wanted to do today. We've been working a lot with the hobgoblins and stuff. I think we're going to take a break from that. Like I said, I can't really think of much else we can do with that koboldite dust. What I did want to do is take a look at the Life of the World quest. We had a few of these that we still need to get through. I think we might need garlic for some of the witchery stuff coming up. I'm not sure. We're probably going to want all of these different magic seeds and stuff for Thaumcraft. So I was thinking it'd probably be a good idea to revisit doing some of the Agricraft stuff. So one thing that I wanted to do in the FTB Infinity Evolved Skyblock series I'm doing on the live streams, you can do some stuff with the Agricraft breeding to help speed it up, and I want to see if we can do that here. All right, so the first thing we should do, let's go ahead and break some of this tilled garden soil in order to breed and plant the flowers that we're going to breed, these two right here, to try and get a pink tulip. We need untilled garden soil, so we're just going to go ahead and use this stuff right here since we have a big open field of all this. So let's lay down some crop sticks. We'll do one for the allium and one for the dandelion, or how do you say this? Is it allium? Allium? I honestly don't know. I'm not a flower person. So we'll do that and that, right? Okay, so that's cool. So the thing that I saw before in the Infinity Evolved Skyblock is you can take some of this fertilizer, the forestry fertilizer. This stuff you can right click or shift right click on this. Shift right click. Yeah, you can shift right click in this and it works kind of like bone meal. But the thing I saw in that mod pack is that you can do the crop sticks like this and then shift right click and bone meal this, which speeds up the mutation process. But it doesn't look like it's working here. It's almost instant when you do it in that mod pack. So look, we are using the bone meal, but it is not speeding this up. So it must be some kind of a config option. Well, there we go. We got a pink tulip that way, but I think that was just a natural occurrence. That was pretty random for that to happen, to be honest. I don't think that you can do that with the bone meal, which is too bad, or I'm sorry, the forestry fertilizer. But then something I did see that you can do is you can bone meal this stuff. Like these are the magical crops, right? So you can bone meal these, which would help out in the breeding, like earlier on in this mod pack, instead of having to wait and do the Agricraft sprinklers and things like that. If you can get the forestry fertilizer, That'll help out a lot. I'm noticing this isn't, oh, it is refilling. I was like, I'm noticing that's not refilling, and it should be. Yeah, that's just going pretty slow. We don't have like a way to get that going faster right now. So anyway, we got lucky. We did get the pink tulip, which is a quest done. There's a few more quests that we need to do in here. Yeah, let's go ahead and claim that. So that's going to give us 4 pink tulips. Yeah, there's a few more of these crossbreeding quests that need to be done. I'm probably just going to take the time and just do these off camera real quick. We've seen Agricraft breeding. There's nothing super spectacular here. Sweet corn comes from barley and sugarcane. I believe we have barley already. If not, sugarcane and wheat. I know we have both of those. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start busting through some of these. Try and knock out a bunch of these quests. Unlock these ones that are locked. Maybe I'll do the magical ones down here. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if we can do that. It looks like we kind of can. Maybe. We're going to have to get these aspects and figure that out from Thaumcraft. So we might hold off on this for a little bit. But anyway, let me go ahead and get some stuff done, and we'll be right back, guys. Oh my goodness, guys. So I've been at this for quite some time. You know, getting a lot of these different plant mutations wasn't that bad. Like we got the cucumbers, we got the sweet corn. We ended up getting these blackberries and the raspberries here, blueberries. Snowbells we needed to breed with mandrake to get something else. I can't remember. Anyway, we got chili over here. So what I'm trying to do right now is one of the final mutations that we need, and that's between seeds, regular Minecraft wheat, and these snowbells. So I've been trying to do this one. Let's take a look at the quest book real quick. So you can see, like, we got all these different ones: chili, sweet corn, cucumber, blackberry, raspberry, blueberry, garlic, tomato, grape, strawberry. All of these done. Wolfsbane, that was the other one. So I'm trying to do this one, wormwood. So in order to do this breeding, this crop mutation, we need snowbell. Yeah. And seed. So snowbell and seed. Got both of those here. And then it says you need wispy cotton nearby. Wispy cotton right here. I've tried it right here as well. It's nearby, but I'm not getting the mutation. If you look in my inventory right here, you see I got 22 seeds. I've been trying to get this breeding to work for a long time now, and it's just not working. So either NEI is wrong, or there's something else, like maybe it's wrong for what wormwood or whatever this stuff is. Yeah, the wormwood. Maybe it needs to be on some other type of soil. We do have it on tilled garden soil right now, which it says in NEI is correct. But yeah, it's just making seeds every time. Well, we did get snowbell a couple times, actually. I don't know. It's mostly always seeds, but I think we got like twice now with the snowbells. But anyway, we got everything else done that I wanted to do, so that's pretty cool. Having a big open crop field like this just to plant the seeds and move them around, very, very easy to get all the breeding done, that's for sure. So we still got like these Thaumcraft ones left. Like I said before, those are ones that we're going to have to unlock in the Thaumonomicon. I think maybe we also have to do the crucible crafting, I believe. We have to make sure we have the right aspects to do all that. So I think we will do that another time. I'm going to just wait on this one for a little bit longer, see if I can finally get this mutation to happen. But as I've seen so far, it doesn't look like it's going to be happening. So I don't know what the deal is. I don't think you can put the wispy cotton inside. Yeah, there we go. There's another regular seeds. I don't think you can put the wispy cotton inside the crop stick. So I don't think that's the case. I haven't tried it yet, but I doubt you can. Let me try planting this maybe. Yeah, I got too much stuff in my inventory. Try planting it right here. Nah, it doesn't go in there. Kind of as I expected. So anyway, we have the problem where we can't get that final wormwood mutation. I'm going to keep at it for just a little bit longer, and then we'll move on to something else. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to go ahead and give up on the wormwood seeds. I tried my best to get these things to grow. I've done it probably about 30 tries, and it's not working. So there's got to be something that's messed up here. So I don't know what's going on. Anyway, we'll put those aside. That might be a quest. I don't know what we're going to have to do to get that thing to work. We'll figure it out later. Anyway, I wanted to work on these down here, the cinder pearl seeds and the shimmer leaves. So in order to do that, we need to do some crucible crafting from Thaumcraft. So this isn't so bad. So we just need some ignis, some magic, and some herba. So we can do that. Just grab some leaves. How many herba did we need? I think it was 6, right? Something like that. Anyway, we'll grab that. Some pearls. We'll grab some ender pearls, and then something that's got fire in it. I think coal works. I can't remember. Let me double check. Yeah, coal's got that and some potentia in there, so that's not a big deal. Okay, so we're gonna want a wand so we can clear out the crucible. And what do we have to throw in there as well? We have to throw in some amber. Amber. It looks like we don't have amber at the moment. We do have these stones. Can I just mine those? You know what? I have silk touch on this. I don't think that's gonna work. I think we have to smelt it. Can I get through the doorway? And basic smelting factory. Just go and do that real quick. We probably could have fortuned it or something, get more than one, but it doesn't matter. We can grow as many as we want, and we don't really have a use for this stuff. So, okay, so I have the crucible sit here, and then I have some micro blocks around. The micro blocks will prevent any of the nasty stuff from bubbling out of the crucible. It's kind of like an exploit, I guess, for Thaumcraft. Normally, when you do crucible crafting and you don't use up all the aspects, or you're not using the proper amounts of stuff, yeah, you get the extra goo that's left over. Yeah, these micro blocks prevent that. We kind of looked at that a little bit earlier, I believe. Anyway, let's go ahead and take a look back at the recipe just so we can get these right. So that is 4 herba, 2 ignis, and then 2 magic. So I guess that's 4 leaves. How much magic is in one of these? 2. That should be fine. And then 2 of that, right? 2 magic and then 2. Yeah, that should work. Okay, so we do those 4, that, and then one of those. And there we go. Cinder pearl seeds. Easy. And we can just go ahead and shift click that, get rid of all the stuff. Normally you'd get like the goo at that point, or maybe stuff bubbling up into the air. Yeah, we don't get that now. Okay, so that's another quest done. So that's super easy. Shimmer leaf is Quicksilver with recycle. I'm not sure which one has that. Cinnabar, cotton seeds, or farm blocks. Maybe Cinnabar? I think Cinnabar is something I'm willing to part with. Yeah, we had Cinnabar, so we can throw that in there. Let's go back real quick. So that is 4 herba. So that is 1 more leaf that I need. And finally, magic. So another pearl. So this, and this. To recycle. Yeah, I think that should be fine. Okay, and then the final item is a Quicksilver. You know what? We don't have Quicksilver, right? I think you get that by melting down Cinnabar, if I remember correctly. So let's go ahead and throw that into our basic smelting factory as well. Yeah, there we go. There's a Quicksilver. Perfect. So we should be able to do this seed, which will unlock one of the final ones that we need to do in this section. Okay, so we'll toss in those, that, one of those. And there you go. There's a shimmer leaf seed. We got some stuff left over. Get rid of it. Okay, cool. So now we got those done. So back to the quest book. I did go ahead and I just claimed all these quests, by the way. All of these are just giving us like items that the seeds make, so it's not that big of a deal. So cinder pearl seeds are gonna give us some cinder pearls, which is pretty cool. Shimmer leaf is gonna give us some shimmer leaves. And then the taint root seeds, I don't know how we make these. Oh, we just have to combine those on tainted soil from Natura. Interesting. Interesting. So these grew, no, let's do, actually, let me go back into the quest book real quick. So we need cinder pearl and shimmer leaf. Okay, so these are grown on taint soil. No, the uses for the shimmer leaf, uses for the cinder pearl's not showing me what those grow on. Maybe they all grew on taint soil? I don't know. It's if I click the uses on this. Oh, you know what? It was on this other tab over here. I guess I was just looking at the wrong thing. So that's untilled garden soil. Untilled garden soil. Okay, and then we need to make the taint soil, so that should be easy enough for us to do. Let's do that. Taint soil from Natura. This. Done. Okay, so that's not so bad. So untilled garden soil, I guess we need crop sticks. I assume that these, since they are brand new, we just made these seeds, that those are going to be 111s. I don't know if we're really going to worry about trying to bring those up to the higher level or not. So we can just go ahead and use these right here. So that's untilled, and this needs to be the tainted soil. So that should be fine. We'll just do that. And we can plant you here, you there. And like we did before, we'll just grab some of this fertilizer. It should work. It seems to work on practically everything. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Okay, and then We'll just do some of that, and then we wait, and then we wait. So it looks like we got snowbell seeds this time. I'm just going to keep at it. I'm hoping that one of the times it's just a very low % chance that it will just go through. But yeah, I've done it like 30 times now. And these two just aren't making a child. I don't know. Anyway, guys, let's wait for this stuff to happen, and we'll be back. All right, guys. Well, I'm in the process of getting these Cinder Pearl seeds up to the 10-10-10 stage. Yeah, they're just kind of killing time waiting for these two to mutate over here, I guess, to breed. This tainted, what are these, the taint root seeds? These took an exceptionally long time for them to grow. Like, I literally had time to take these the Shimmer Leaves at 10-10-10 and take the Cinder Pearls at 10-7-10 before anything grew over here. These are growth stage 71. Yeah, I just noticed that these had actually grown. So that's pretty cool. That will fill out this section right here that we need. So let's go ahead and harvest those. We'll complete this quest, right? So that's going to give us Taint Tendril and Tainted Goo. Those items you don't really want to keep in your inventory. I guess I could have stopped at the other one, but we'll go and claim that reward. And we'll take these out of our inventory because those will give us taint, like the little pustule thing or whatever that is, will explode in our inventory. So these things right here, the taint root seeds, I'm not exactly sure what they give us. Is that just taint tendrils? I guess we should grow one real quick and just kind of take a look at it. I assume that's what it's going to be. So let's plant you. Actually, let's take a look at this. This might be like a 555 or something because the parents, one was a 10-10-10. Oh, I guess 3-3-3. Okay, anyway, let's plant this. Let us grow it a little bit and then right click it. What does that give us? Ah, the taint tendril. Okay. I think those things can also explode or whatever and give you taint. Let's just take those out of our inventory because we don't want that to happen. We're probably going to want to use those for our crucible crafting later. Yeah, and this one right here, I believe that's still the original 111. And so waiting for these almost at the 10-10 stage. I'll just let that go. I've still been poking at these two guys trying to get, I can't even remember the wormwood. Yeah, I've been trying to get that still. It ain't happening. I think there might be something wrong. I'm going to have to go through the configs or whatever for Agricraft and see if something was changed for this. It's not showing up in NEI properly, or at least this whole thing isn't working. I don't know. Maybe it has to be done in a different dimension too. That could be a thing. Maybe it has to be done in the Witchery dimension. I honestly don't know. But anyway, we've gone through quite a lot of these things now. We got V-Shroom spores remaining. It's about the only other thing. That's just bread and brown mushrooms on mycelium. I can do that practically anytime. I think we're going to go ahead and take a break. Yeah, we went ahead and we pretty much got rid of all of the seeds that we need to complete in this pack. So that's pretty awesome. All right, guys. So another quest that I was working on a little bit off camera is I was doing this book quest right here. This is Climate Samples from Witchery. Yeah, I did that before the start of today's episode. I was actually just going to knock out both of these books real quick, but then I got to this one. Yeah, this has a detection task where we have to do a thing. So let's go through these together real quick, and then we'll claim the rewards. So this one says Climate Samples. You'd never think a book about various climates that used to exist in the world could be useful, but a certain rate of shifting seasons has changed your mind. If you can learn about the biomes that there were, you can invoke a change in the climate to emulate them. So I wonder if that actually changes the biome. It says that you can emulate them and change in the climate. I don't know if that's like, it'll only change the climate around where the ritual is for a certain amount of time. I really don't know much about this from Witchery, but that's pretty cool. So yeah, the Book of Biomes. I made that a little bit ago. Book of Biomes, this one. So this guy is just a book that kind of lists what you need for the foci and then how many glowstone dust to change the biome. So I guess, yeah, I guess that's how that works. So it says understanding the biomes of the world is the first step in changing them. It can, in these pages can be found the foci items and the glowstone dust cost of each biome needed for the right of the shifting seasons. So I haven't even looked at how this particular thing works, but that's what that book says. So the next quest on this, I was going to say the next craft, is actually to make the Book of Biomes Extended Edition. So it says paging nearby witches. Sometimes brews and rituals need a more sophisticated source of biome information. You think you should be able to come up with a more magical copy of the Book of Biomes, which will make copies of its pages into nearby blank paper. So yeah, I wanted us to make the Book of Biomes Extended Edition, which is the first one. So I made this one twice with some stone wrapped around it. And then I wanted to do the biome planes. So I think what you need to do is grab this other book real quick and grab some paper. Pretty sure what it said is you go into the book. This book does look different. You go into this book and you select a certain page. Like, I don't know, Eldritch. Sure, let's do this one. So you select this. It says current page Eldritch, and you put this here with a piece of paper. Oop. Like so. Yeah, okay. So that's going to make a biome Eldritch. I don't know. No. I want us to do plains. So let's actually do the one that the quest wants us to do. So we'll do plains. We'll select that, come here, and then make a page of that. Like so. Okay, so that should complete the quest, right? Yeah, it says select the plains page in the book, then close the interface and craft the book with a piece of paper to get the biome page, right? So that's all we had to do here. I was kind of hoping that I wanted us to change a biome, but I guess not. I'm getting curious how this works, so I should go through the Witchery books and figure that out. But let's claim that reward here, and we'll claim this one too. Alright, so that gives some experience drops, some glowstone, just, you know, normal stuff. Accounting for taste, these are a couple other books. This book right here we can't do right now because this requires blood burn tome. I can't remember if we looked at this previously, but it does require blood magic, and we haven't been able to get into blood magic yet. I think we're able to do it now, but we haven't been able to get into it yet because we needed the blood altar, and that required this attuned stone charged, which we are now able to make because we had to do that for the hobgoblins. Yeah, so Thaumium and then the altar from Witchery. So it's going to be a little bit of work to get to this point, but we will be able to get into blood magic here pretty soon, which is pretty cool. So anyway, let's go back to what the world teaches. So yeah, we can't do that one. I haven't even looked at this one, I don't think. Observations of an immortal. No accounting for taste. The lore passed down by witches seems to suggest that garlic has some association with undeath, but also that a lost tome of the subject can be summoned with the right ingredients. So this book right here, I believe this unlocked when we got garlic, because in the Life of the World quest, garlic, yeah, it did say it unlocks one quest elsewhere, so I assume that's the one we just unlocked. I don't know if any of these other ones unlocked a quest. That was the only one I saw at the time. Maybe that's it. Okay, so we unlocked this quest over here in What the World Teaches. And this wants us to make observations of an immortal, which costs garlic and a nether star. That's a little expensive. So let's do observations of an immortal. There's 2 of them. Why is there 2? I'm not sure. We'll do this one. How many more nether stars do we have? Okay, we got 6 more. Yeah, I did fight the wither boss a few times. Okay, so observations of an immortal. There we go. We used the nether star for that. Let's take a look at this book. I have no idea what this even has in it. A Doom Scholar's account of discourse with the undead. It is with some reluctance I commit these observations to paper, for what I have witnessed is not for the weak of mind. Instead, take my words as a warning. So what was this thing? Some kind of a ritual, looks like. Weird. Okay, well, I'm sure that's useful for something. It's got to be pretty important if it costs another star, right? Anyway, that's going to give us a torn page, some experience drops in a book. We'll go and do that one. Torn asunder. Okay, so this is some kind of quest. Oh, this wants us to have 9 torn pages. I think, yeah, okay, here we go. We got 10 of them. There we go. Is that all we got to do? All right, so it wants us to get a bunch of these. Let's read this quest real quick. It says, Torn Asunder, the book titled Observations of Immortal was supposed to provide some insight into the topic of undeath, yet upon creating it, many of the pages appear to be missing. More curiously, I can English. The pages you occasionally obtain from monsters and dungeon chests seem to fit perfectly into the book. Okay, so that's cool. There seems to be 9 pages missing, so it would stand to reason that you would need to find 9 of these torn pages to repair the book. Cool. So to do this, Observations of Immortal, we just need one page. Okay, let's do Observation of Immortal plus 1 of these. Oh, okay. Oh, that's why there's 9, because you have to do it 9 times. I get it. So do that. Yeah, it looks like the damage value, the metadata, the 3 right there is changing every time we do this. I assume this goes all the way up to 9. I don't know if there's anything different, if I should look at the book every single time I do this or not. Yeah, that's it. We can't do anything else beyond that. Okay, so if we look at this book now, what does this show us? This all looks the same. Okay, so we just added more pages to the very end of it. What is this? Okay. Actually, you know what I should do? Let's go through this a little bit more slowly. I'm not actually going to read it, but if you guys want to pause the video and read it for yourself, then you should be able to do this as I'm going through this. I'm not just going to spam click it like I've done in the past. I had people complain that I've done that before when I've gone through books or whatever and I never read them. Yeah, so I'll slow it down a little bit. We'll just go ahead and go page by page. You guys can pause it and read it for yourself. There are a lot of pages here. And that looks like this is the last one. Okay, so there we go. I'm sure there's stuff in here. I'll take the time and read this off camera myself. So I think we can put all of this other stuff up. Oh my goodness. We got so many things going on from these quests, all these different books and stuff. Did that unlock anything else? Oh, we have to claim the reward for this one. Experience drop and a book. Great. So this did unlock a quest elsewhere. I can imagine that's going to be a witchcraft or witchery quest. The way the world grows. Is that the right one? This all looks the same. So maybe it's in the other witchery section. How the world enhance. No, not that one. Which one's the other one? The way the world feels? World changes? Oh, that's different right here. That is definitely different. Okay, so dark desires unlocked. Warm blood spawn villager. Wait, detection task, skull, redstone, string, and torches. Okay, dark desires. The book, though old, seemed to suggest that undeath can be achieved naturally as a curse performed through dark ritual, yet it'll give powerful invulnerability. Dare you dabble in this? Laying out the site requires some rather specific components listed below. A diagram of the ritual site can be found in the book Observations of an Immortal. Okay, so that's probably the first diagram that we saw. Once the site is prepared, you must prepare yourself to perform a sacrifice by moonlight. To perform the sacrifice, you'll need to be able to collect blood from the chicken. A goblet of glass is apparently the appropriate vessel. Okay, this sounds a little weird. So we have to kill a chicken at midnight with the ritual properly in place, and we have to have this glass goblet, which is not expensive. I guess we can go ahead and make that. I guess I'm going to have to go through this book sooner than I thought I would. Yeah, go through that book and then figure out how we're going to spawn in a chicken. We got plenty of eggs, right? I think we can also do a spawn chicken egg. We have villagers, hobgoblins, and cows. We don't have the chicken egg. I can't remember. Can we make these pretty easy? We can't make those at all. Okay, well, we do have eggs, so I can throw down eggs, and I guess we could do it with a baby chicken. I'm going to have to go through that book and figure out what it is for that ritual, where we can lay it out, and all of that stuff. Anyway, guys, give me a few moments here, and we'll be right back. Well, alright guys, I just went ahead and I looked at the length of the video, and yeah, I don't think we're going to have enough time to actually perform this ritual and all of that for today's episode, so we'll look at doing this some other time, but we do have the goblet made for when we get that ritual set up. I'm going to have to figure out how we're going to get a chicken. Maybe I just have to spawn in a baby chicken, let it grow up, and then do it that way. I don't know. We'll figure it out when we get there. But anyway, guys, that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to leave a like on this episode if you liked it, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.